family, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tracy. I'm here with another great video. So I just want to say welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new to the channel, if you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. So let's get right into the video. So for today's video, as you may have watched my past my last two videos where back to back, like for 2 weeks I visited Kalahari Resort and Convention Center, and for the following week I visited Great Wolf Lodge over in Pocono, Pennsylvania. So I wanted to come back and sort of do like a review or share my experience on both, in case you're planning to visit. They're really great places, and I wanted to like shed light on that, in terms of their differences, and help you choose if you have never been. Even if you go online and see it, like, you would have to go there to like really experience it. And I thought, this video would be helpful if you're considering visiting either or both. So let's get right into that. So for Kalahari, in terms of the bedrooms, the bedroom like I stayed in, so we went to that place for my anniversary, and the bedroom we stayed in, it had like a queen bed. You get a sofa, which can also be a pull-out bed. You have the bathroom area with a large tub, and then you have the kitchen area. So for the bathroom, you just have a large tub and everything there. For what I realized with Kalahari's, the room I stayed in, like, there's no sink in the bathroom. The sink is actually in the kitchen area, or where you would make the tea. So you would share, the sink would be both for the kitchen area and the bathroom area. So that's how that room was. So in terms of the Great Wolf Lodge, where we stayed also, I find that the bathroom, the tub wasn't as large as Kalahari. However, they did have like a sink in the bathroom. The tub was smaller. However, the bathroom was larger than the one we stayed in Kalahari. And of course, for the kitchen area where you make your tea and stuff, they also had a sink, so it was like separate spaces. So I kind of like that. So for the Great Wolf, the bedroom, I really liked the bedroom because it gave like a lodge feel. It had like, because it's kid friendly, we had like our daughter, so it had like a bunk bed, It also had like another bed next to that room, so if you have 3 kids, that would be ideal. They're long enough for adults too, so in that space there's like a kid space with a partition. The beds are made out of wood. It just gives it like a cabin feel. So like, you know, if you're up to that, like Great Wolf Lodge would be ideal for you. If you'd like to feel like a camp experience, that's what I got from it. It's like it gives you like that chill camp vibe. So yeah. But in terms of the room at Great Wolf Lodge, there was like the kids section, we had that room, and then there was a queen size bed, and of course there's a couch where you could pull out as well. The couch wasn't as large as Kalahari's, but it's doable. 2 persons could sleep on that, and plus you have the bed. So both Kalahari and Great Wolf Lodge, the room is huge enough if you have a large family or things of that sort. So another thing I forgot to mention in terms of Kalahari, like in the rooms, like my husband know I go crazy for like animals and stuff. In the rooms they have like really nice portrait pictures of like the animals, which gives it like you know, Kalahari is in Africa, and if you read up on the whole story behind Kalahari, it's about like the whole culture and everything. So the resort is really revolves around the idea of Kalahari and gives the guests like a feeling as if they're in Africa. So I really like that. You have large portraits of like animals, say for example lions, giraffe, which is my favorite. It's funny how the room I got have like giraffe pictures in there, so I was very excited. Even talking now, you could see my face light up. But yeah, I love giraffes. They're my favorite animals in the world. So yeah, I love animals, but I love like giraffe. But back to that. So I wanted to share that in terms of Kalahari. So yeah, but as I said, they're really great places. So let's see if I could speed this video up a little bit, but I want to give you all the details. So in terms of restaurants, for Kalahari, you have like so many different, over, if I should count, like over 5 or 6 different restaurants where separate, let me see, about 4 different restaurants where you could make reservation nightly for you and your loved one, or as a family. Like they have really great restaurants. I checked out the Italian restaurant because I love Italian food, and I checked out like other things. But in terms of restaurants, Kalahari had like a lot of choices. They also have downstairs like a buffet style you know, eating section where they serve like a dinner, lunch, and breakfast if you choose to go there. So you pay one money, I think 20 something for breakfast, and then maybe for dinner I didn't really have dinner there, but for breakfast I did have breakfast. I find that in terms of the price for the buffet style, Kalahari and Great Wolf Lodge, the pricing is kind of similar in terms of the buffet style in the main lobby, but in terms of restaurant, like it's pretty pricey, but it's for Kalahari it's pricey, but it's great. So if you're not like going for the pricey restaurants, you could check out like the all you can eat. And I wanted to add, the great thing about these lodges, the lodge and Kalahari Resort, you could bring your own food, you could bring drink. I mean, they don't stop you if you want to bring your own stuff. So I find that that's very great, especially if you have a large family, like, and you want to enjoy the place like on a budget. I think that's really great. That both places you could bring your own food and whatnot. So I wanted to share that. I find for Great Wolf Lodge, they don't have a lot of like restaurants or places where you could really go out and eat or make reservations, because I could see why, because it's more of a lodge. It gives you that camp feel, so it doesn't have that much luxurious feeling as Kalahari Resort, but it's a great, like, both of them is a great experience. So for Great Wolf Lodge, they only have like one big eating restaurant, which is all you can eat. Kalahari has one, but they have different restaurants as I mentioned. But for Great Wolf, they have that. They only have that in terms of like if you want like a good meal. So they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You could eat anything, you pay one money. But the only thing I find with that, like, the food was great, the dinner was great. I had dinner there because obviously for Great Wolf Lodge, like, that's where everybody have to eat. So, but yeah, it's not much choices in terms of restaurant and eating out, unless you leave the actual camp compound to go out somewhere else, or leave the lodge to go somewhere else and eat. But that defeats the whole purpose of going there. You want to have everything central. But in terms of that, they have in terms of eating, they have like places downstairs where you could get like dessert. Like, they have an ice cream place, they have a snack shop, they have like a little area upstairs where you could get like candy. Downstairs they have pizza, ice cream, things of that sort. But for the most part, that's it in terms of dining. And like on my way, like the morning I was leaving, we discovered they had like Dunkin', which is a great thing to have in the lodge. I didn't see that I didn't see any Dunkin' Donut at Kalahari, but that's a great addition for the lodge, since they only have like one area where you could sit and have like a sort of a formal dinner, because you serve yourself, because it's all you can eat. So yeah, in terms of that, yeah, but it was a great experience. And for Kalahari, if I may add, they have places outside during the days where they do grill outside. They have music. Um, they have pools and slides and everything. They have activities outside. um Great Wolf Lodge also have activities outside, but it is not as grand. As I said before, they it gives you more of a cabin or more relaxed feel if you're into that. So yeah, um in terms of that, onto like the water parks. Oh my goodness. So as you enter both Kalahari and Great Wolf Lodge, so when you're in the main entrance, if you see, I have like a card here where I'm tracking the things I talk about as I go along. But as you go towards the back for the main entrance, that's where you'll see a display of like the inside water parks. So for Kalahari, oh my goodness, I am telling you, it is grand. I don't want to say too much. I want you all, if you're visiting, to have that experience, but it is grand. Okay, it is a huge, huge, huge water park. They have the section for kids, adults, and it's not just one section. Whether you choose to be indoor or outdoor, they have section for both kids and adults. They have a hot tub inside and outside. They have like over, for the inside section, I think I've seen over 2 different bars or more inside when you go to the different section. Of course, kids are not allowed that within that area, but it's a good chill for like adults. You have the section for kids. Of course, when it comes to kids, like for the life vest and stuff, it's free. You don't have to pay for anything like that. You don't have to pay for the towels. They have someone who, so you don't have, they have separate towels by the water. You ask for how many you would like at Kalahari and they give. And of course they have lockers which you have to pay for. But a lot of people, they just leave their things like at a table, or some people might choose to get like a locker. As for me and my husband, we had only our phones, and we had that in like a waterproof case. So if you're going, it's a water park, you want to have like your waterproof case where you could put your phone or your card in case you want to buy food. But we left everything else in the room because we wanted to enjoy the water and the slides and everything, and not have to use like a locker. So that's a good idea. So if you could get like the case before you go there, because both Kalahari and Great Wolf, when you go to these places, they sell those things more pricey than if you would get it on, for example, Amazon or anywhere else, because of course it's a resort and they're trying to make money. So that's just a heads up in terms of that. So in terms of Great Wolf Lodge, They have a nice park, nice activities, the water park inside and everything. They have a little area outside, but as I said, not as grand as Kalahari. They both have their own liking, which I enjoy, so you could choose from there which works for you, or you could do both. So in terms of Great Wolf Lodge, they have the water park, as I said. However, the water park is not as huge as Kalahari. So I've heard of people like who stayed at the lodge and wanted to experience like something, they wanted more. They would leave like that lodge and maybe go to Kalahari to enjoy their park as well. But I have also done that where we were at Great Wolf and then we went back to the park. For Kalahari, you could enjoy, you could go there, you could feel out the place and all that without having like a band, or you could purchase like a day pass if you like. But that's like another option. But there is a water park at Great Wolf Lodge, but it's not as grand, but it's great, and they have activities indoor and outdoor. They have jacuzzi as well. I believe I've seen two, one where kids could enjoy and one where it's only adults, where adults could enjoy a drink in there, and the other one, of course, because of children, you can't drink in there. So I found that for Kalahari, it was more free in terms of restrictions. Like for Kalahari, it's COVID now, and they weren't very strict on, okay, you should wear a mask or whatever. It was up to you. But I realized at Great Wolf Lodge, they stress on you. You see like the signs, you see everything like wear a mask. But for both places, I would say the sanitization or the sanitizing was really good at our stay because of the COVID-19. So the people who come in to clean, the attendants, they wouldn't come in to clean until you leave because of COVID, which makes sense, and I wouldn't mind because there's no contact there. So you would call if you need like pillows or anything extra for both places. So I find that was good. Another thing for Great Wolf Lodge, so I realized in terms of the water parks and towels, you have to so for Great Wolf Lodge, I kind of didn't like that, but it's fine. It's not like, but I think they're more structured in terms of like the room. So they had rules like if you mess up, like if you have children and they mess up like the bunk beds, the wall, because they have nice painting, of course, and stuff like that. So if kids mess that up or if they damage anything, of course, that would be go onto your card. So I guess they would check the room. And another thing that I saw is with like the towels, if you take 2 towels, they would check that into a computer that you took 2. So as you're leaving, you would have to bring back the 2 and make sure it's checked off your room. So the room for both Great Wolf and Kalahari, You use the wristband to open the door or to pay for anything. Like that's how it works, which is great. um Me and my husband, we have a little joke about key card, because I'm always asking, do you have the key card? Because I'm like, I don't want to be locked out. I don't want to have to go to anyone and ask back for anything, but that's like another story. So when we realized it's like the wristband to open door and do things, it was like joy, happy. We don't have to worry about anything because you just put it by the door and it opens. So isn't that awesome? It saves you from losing anything or forgetting it inside the room. So I thought that was great in terms of boat stays. So another thing that I wanted to talk about is like the space in general for both Great Wolf and Kalahari. So the Kalahari compound is grand. It is large. As you enter, you drive down, I believe they have a couple palm trees. As you're coming up like the parking lots, you see different animals like the rhino, the elephant, different areas as you're going up towards the convention and towards the reservation area. I find that is they put like a lot into it to give you that African feel with the animals and everything. And as soon as you go up, even when you're driving up towards, you're not there yet, but you could see the back side of the compound. They have like giraffes on the building. Let me tell you, giraffes. Okay, let's not go there. I find that so awesome. Like but they have like a grand entrance with like the water and a little water fall at the front where it says Kalahari. If you watch like my previous videos, you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about. They have the convention area, the spa area. They have like a little park where the kids can go and slide if they want. Adults I see there as well. By the front entrance, they have like zip line, they have golf, they have a bunch of different activities. They have way more activities, and as I said, they have more land space. It's huge. It doesn't give you like a cabin feel as the Great Wolf Lodge does. It is grand. So if you're looking for that sort of environment, then go ahead and check out Kalahari Resort. This video is not sponsored. I just choose to do like a review on both places. But yeah, in terms of Great Wolf Lodge, so for the entrance, oh my goodness, as you drive up to this beautiful stretch of hill and you come around the back side of the buildings, oh my god, you just see that beautiful wood finish. It just gives you that feeling like, okay, I'm out of the city and I'm basically in a cabin. So it gives you that cabin feel, that lodge feel, and I find that very relaxing and breathtaking. The design and the architecture of the whole place is just a lodge feeling, as you go inside. Like, there is an right by the entrance before you go up to the reservation area, there is like a small waterfall area where I saw people making s'mores. I find that so awesome. So can you imagine that, like in the winter time? Like, that is so cool. That like takes your mind away from the city life if you're living in the city. So that is more, it gives you more of a camp feel. So both these places are awesome. They're indoor water parks where in winter where it's very cold and you're trying to find a getaway, like these are ideal. So for the lodge, you have that entrance. They have in the front there where you have little mats where you could do meditation, yoga. They have the music where they do activities during the day and things of that sort. As you come in and you enter like the reservation area, the main lobby, you'll see like a sign saying Great Wolf Lodge and a little seating where you could take pictures just to have like a memory of what you did, coming to the lodge. So I find that was very awesome. It's not as grand, it's a smaller space than what it is for Kalahari. Great Wolf Lodge, the whole compound is smaller, of course, but each of them gives like a different feel, and you'll appreciate them for what they are, however you choose. So in terms of that, they have little designs in there. They have like 3 floors where they do cabin. And so when you go there, even like the kids at night, even adults I see doing it, they have like little magical wands, and they have treasure boxes and little spooky games where it's like you're on a hunt. So I find that was cool. And if you have kids, they would enjoy that. So yeah. And another thing I wanted to talk about is the game room. If you're into games, listen, when I first got to Kalahari, I was like into the water and all that. I didn't appreciate the games that much until I was in the ending of leaving. I got submerged into playing the games and I got hooked. So to start the games for Kalahari, both Kalahari and Great Wolf Lodge, you have a card, which that's how the typical games go. You have a card where you add a minimum amount of money to play the games. So for Kalahari, the minimum was, I believe, 25 or 30 if I'm correct, to add to the card, and then you just play games. They have a lot of games downstairs where you could win tickets and then trade them in for particular items. The same for Great Wolf Lodge, but I realized for Great Wolf Lodge, their minimum amount to like start playing games is like $50. So that's a bit pricey, but I found that there the games were like a bit easier to win. So we got like a lot more tickets because the games were like, they gave you a lot of tickets as compared to, if you win it, Kalahari is the same thing, but I find it was easier for me to win. And of course, I played a lot more games at Great Wolf Lodge because I now understand most of them because they were similar. So I was right into the games when people were doing other things. So yeah, I was set to winning and enjoying myself in terms of the games because the week before I was mostly in the water and all that when I was at Kalahari. So that was a great experience. So in terms of the money difference, it was similar great games. It's just that Kalahari had more games as opposed to Great Wolf Lodge. Kalahari was $30 minimum. Great Wolf Lodge was $50 minimum. So in terms of um, oh, in terms of the time, like each place closes down at night. So for Great Wolf Lodge, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest, like they close really early, way earlier than Kalahari Resort. As I said, it's more chill vibe, like a camping feel. So the most I'd say is like 10ish to 11. Great Wolf Lodge closed, and I was like, wow. Maybe because I went to Kalahari before and it was much later. So other than that, like it was okay. So if you plan to visit like Great Wolf Lodge, like for me, if I go the next time around, since they closed that early, I might want to bring like family games. Like for me, when I was there, me and my husband, we watched like movie and we did movies and did other things. But since it closes that early, you could do other things like games or anything to like, if you're not a person that goes to bed like early. So in terms of Kalahari, the timing that they closed was okay. For both Kalahari and Great Wolf, the water park closes early because they don't want, when I say early, maybe 9 or 9ish, because it's a water park and you don't want to be that late out there. But in terms of Kalahari, in terms of activities, the games downstairs, the souvenir shops, I would say like 12 or 12ish. Like there's always people out there, as opposed to like Great Wolf Lodge, where when it shuts down, it just shuts down. You don't really see anyone out except for them playing with the wand and the magical games. But after a while, I found out like everyone just went into their rooms. But for Kalahari, like people were outside doing other things, enjoying the shops, the games and stuff like that. So in terms of Kalahari, for the machines to purchase like more money on the card, it closes at 11. So if you get the money on the card before 11, you could play up to 12. So you want to get it before the machine shuts down, but other than that, it's open. So yeah, in terms of like the gaming area, that's all I have to share. Another thing, oh my god, let's talk about the grand fireplace for Kalahari Resort. If you go there, you'll see that when you go across the check-in area. There's also a water fountain section with like animals where a lot of people take pictures, and the fireplace, you just want to sit there. It's so warm and nice. Can you imagine that like in the winter time? And the weather up there, once it's night, oh my God, it's so cool. I was actually cold. I'm like, I like my warm weather, so I felt cold. So like that fireplace at nights, it's great. Also, Great Wolf have like a fireplace, but I realized it wasn't on. But for Kalahari, they have it on. They have it on. So yeah, but guys, if you decide to visit these places, um, this video, I hope this video is helpful in terms of if you're planning to take a trip. So Great Wolf Lodge is actually shorter to go there from like New York. It's like 2 hours 45 minutes or less, depending on if you take certain route. And yeah, but Kalahari is like 14-15 minutes from Great Wolf Lodge. So if you want to go to like Great Wolf Lodge, like stay there because it's more cheaper, and then get a day pass to go to Kalahari Resort. That could work as well. As I said, you know, you want to enjoy the places even if you're on a budget. So I hope this video was helpful and you could take a lot from it. So until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. See you. Bye bye. About to play this game.
I think some of me can't catch.
Yeah.
Catch us! Kitty!
I got you, baby. I got you, baby.
I'm gonna fall!
You gonna fall?
You
Look at this. Look at that. Should I stop it?
No, I'm
You wanna go again?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
wait.
too big for you, Kai.
Make sure you hold on, yeah? Yeah? Daddy got you. You ready? And then life here, Kyle, like living up. Kyle, listen.